Hello, hello. If you've never seen me before, I'm Coin Ring Maker from coinringmaker.com, and today we're going to be making some coins into rings. It's going to be pretty fun. I'm going to start with a 1970 quarter. This one's going to be a size 10 and a quarter, and the first thing we got to do is punch a hole in it. So I'm going to jump right into it. If you guys have any questions while I work, feel free to ask. But yeah, just hang out, watch me make some rings, and tap the screen. Should be pretty cool. Punch a hole in this sucker. Perfect. Let's go. If you've never been to my website before, it's called coinringmaker.com. I'll have a little link down here. You can go check it out. I do encourage you to go take a look. That's how I make my bread and butter, and it's the best way to get a coin ring from me. If you have any questions about coin rings, if you're looking for a specific year, specific type of coin, I can help you find it. But yeah, we're just gonna keep working on this quarter coin ring. Let's go. There is our quarter so far. Again, this is a 1970 quarter. And the next step is to clean up the inside edge right there. So we're going to grab our deburring tool and just cut away that rough edge. Does it hurt the coin? No, they actually prefer to be rings. The coins are much happier as rings. We're just going to cut away that sharp edge. Flip it over and do the other side. Very nice. Now that's all nice and sharp. Right? Oh, thanks for the gifts, dude. Shout out to Skelly. Thank you very much. 16 roses. Heck yeah. Again, the website is coinringmaker.com if you want to take a screenshot of that right there. Check it out later. Breaking federal laws, altering coins, shaking my head. Actually, it's only against the law to fraudulently alter coins. So that would be like changing the date on a coin or changing the denomination. Any change that's kind of trying to trick somebody, that's against the law. But as far as making U.S. coins into jewelry, that's perfectly legal. It's very similar to penny smashing machines, if you've ever used one of those. Next, we're going to anneal our coin. This is going to help soften it up a bit, make it easier to fold and shape. How often do I get that question? A lot. Thousands of times. Honestly, when I first started making these, I thought it was illegal. But after I got to a certain point of popularity here on the internet, I reached out to a lawyer to do some actual legal research for me. We worked together on a blog post that dives deep into it. If you want to check that out, that is on coinringmaker.com. It's about a 3-minute read, but it dives into the legal text, Tells you what you can and can't do. Pretty good read. When I get done, am I going to deface a flag? No, but I have retired a good number of flags. We're going to hop over here to the 1-ton arbor press and fold our coin a couple times. Perfect. So now it's starting to look... Oh, thanks for the ghost, dude. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Just gonna smooth that out. Thanks for the heart can. Dang, we're getting all kinds of gifts today. Y'all are being super nice. I appreciate it. Clean a little bit of that fire scale off of there. There is our coin so far. Now we're gonna take it over to the ring stretcher to, guess what? Stretch the ring. This one's going to be a size 10 1/4, so we'll probably stretch it to about 11-ish, and then reduce it back down and shape it. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. They certainly make the live more interesting, and yeah, if there's anything you'd like to know, ask away. If you'd like to check out the website, it is coinringmaker.com. It's linked in my TikTok profile. If you don't feel like typing, you can just tap on my little icon around here, up here. Go to the profile, get yourself a ring if you want one. Work on a bunch of different types of coins. Quarters, half dollars, dollars, dimes, commemorative rounds. Well, I'm off. I hope you saw a lot. Well, thanks, man. Come back anytime. You're always welcome. So there is our ring so far, and you can see it's a little wider on the reeded edge than the cut edge, so we're going to reduce that down and match it up. What's the oldest quarter I've made? Probably edge, so we're going to reduce that down and match it up. What's the oldest quarter I've made? Probably a Walking Liberty. Those are from like the 1920s. But typically they're so old, the detail's worn down. So like the dates, usually hard to read, and the original detail of the coin is just been through the ringer. So they're not usually as clean and clear as some of the older quarters, or newer quarters I work on. Yeah, it's a great coin. Try again. Try what again? Oh, let's see here. Makes it illegal to alter, deface, mutilate, and impair, and diminish. Not quite. So you need to include every word there. The key term I think you're missing is fraudulently. It's right before alter. And that's not what I do. There's no fraud here. When people order from me, they know they're getting a ring that was once a coin. So there's no deception, no fraud. Just nice jewelry. I've been making these for about 5 years live on the internet. I'm pretty sure if it was against the law, they would have tracked me down and stopped me by now. Now, there are some countries where it is against the law to make jewelry out of their coins. For example, Canada doesn't want you to alter their coins in any way, whereas the United States just doesn't want you to fraudulently alter them. There's a big difference there. It's a real shame, too, because Canadian pennies would make very nice rings, but the Royal Canadian Mint is pretty strict. So I just don't mess with those. For any coin ring makers out there watching, this is the deburring buddy. It's a new tool I made that holds coin rings while you deburr the inside. If you want to get one of these, they are on coinringmaker.com. I think they're super handy. They hold quarters from size 10 all the way down to size 4. I really, really like it. Yeah, if you want to get a coin ring, coinringmaker.com is the place to go. You want to get a deburring buddy, same thing. Go get you one. Now, if you need any help tracking down what you're looking for, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. If you're enjoying the live, tap the screen a couple times. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Get that inside lip nicely removed. Let's smooth it out a little bit with some 4-0 steel wool. And then we'll make sure we're at the right size. This one's going to be 10 1/4. Should be pretty close. And after I finish this ring, I've got a custom order to work on. It's going to be pretty cool. It's like 10 1/2. We're going to stretch it just a little bit. But yeah, a customer sent me some tokens to work on. So that's what we'll be doing next. Perfect. 10 1/4. Let's go. There's our 1970 quarter coin ring. Now this will get polished up before I send it out, so it'll be nice and shiny, but that's the basic idea. Still got $quarter on the inside there. United States of America. I try to keep as much of the original coin detail on the ring. Pretty awesome. All right, so we're going to set this aside so we don't lose it. And let's see. Now, these tokens are a little bit smaller than I had expected, but I still think we'll be able to get a decent ring out of them. He sent me a backup in case it does get messed up. Well, we're going to make these into a size 11 coin ring. Let's go! Again, first thing we got to do is punch a hole in it. Looking at these, I believe these are made out of brass. Nice center punch, no cash value, star on the back. I like that. Yeah. Cool center punch for sure. Our coins so far. Kept a lot of the detail there. We got All-Star Game Room and for replay only. I think I'm actually going to try and send this guy 2 of these. One with All-Star Game Room on the outside, and one with for replay only on the outside, because he sent me 3. So that's my plan. If I don't break them, I'm going to try and send him 2 back. Really nice of him to send some backups. That blade is just not cutting like it used to. Let's see if we can find something that'll work better. Since these are brass, what are some potential issues that you can come across? Well, brass isn't too bad. It's very similar to copper. It's probably going to turn your finger green. That's the biggest worry. And for that, I just recommend applying clear fingernail polish, so you kind of have a barrier between your skin and the metal. Other than that, I really haven't had too much trouble working on brass. Thanks for the ice cream. That's what's up. Brass polishes up really nicely too. You can get a really good shine on it. Should make a pretty cool ring, I think. What's that tool called? It's called a deburring tool. I've also seen it referred to as a reamer. Pretty handy. We got the inside edge nice and smooth. Now, doesn't that look good? See how shiny brass gets? I love it. All right, we're going to anneal this real quick. It's going to help soften up the metal and get it in frame without setting my phone on fire. Again, if you'd like to get a coin ring, I encourage you to visit coinringmaker.com. And if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Thanks for watching. Dry that off. There we go. Now we're going to head over here and start folding. Sorry about that. I need to charge my dang phone. Looking pretty cool. Smooth that cut edge a little bit before we start stretching. And we got to get this one to size 11. So I may anneal it again if I feel it work hardening up on me while we stretch it. Let's see. Make sure to check that edge, see if any slits are starting. It looks pretty good. But we'll sand it down just to be safe. Make sure it's nice and smooth. If you got any scratches or micro cracks, if you apply this much pressure to that edge, those cracks will grow and it'll split the rings. We really want to make sure this edge is nice and smooth. That looks really good. Okay. Yeah, brass is just a little bit tougher than copper, but it's not too bad. Let's see where we're at. Should be around a size 9. Nope, not even. Yeah, a little past 8.5, about 7 3/4. So anneal it again. And then we'll stretch it a bit more. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you're enjoying the live, tap the screen a couple times and hit that follow button. Thanks for watching. It's pretty wild how soft annealing something makes it. Makes it so much easier to stretch. We got that to about 9 3/4 now. But as you stretch it, the metal will work harden and become brittle. So I think I'm going to anneal this one more time, just to play it safe. I was a little worried I was going to cut off some of the important detail, punching a hole in it, but this actually kept a lot of the, well, all of the text. So that's really nice to see. I think he's gonna like it. Ring so far. Stretch it a bit more. Probably stretch it to about an 11.5. Oh, a little past 11.5. That's okay. And then it's got a little bit of a cone shape, not as bad as a quarter, but it is a little wider on the top. So we're going to reduce that down to a size 11 now. Back over here. Cut edge just a little bit to even it up. There we go. Now we got a really nice even band. Looks really cool. There is a bit of a lip on the inside here that we're going to cut away next. Let's see if it'll fit in the deburring buddy. Yeah. That looks like that should work okay. I do tend to rotate the ring a couple times to make sure we get that edge removed evenly all the way around. And with fresh cut metal, it's usually really shiny, so it can be a little hard to tell if I've got that whole lip removed just by looking at it. So I tend to do what I call the feel test. I'll go around and feel that edge. If I still feel a little bit of it, we'll cut away some more. Do you know of a way other than a Swedish die method to straighten out a ring that's a little uneven? Usually when that happened to me before I got the Swedish wrap, I would stretch it up 2 sizes and then reduce it back down to the target. And sometimes you have to do that like 2 or 3 times, but typically that will kind of fix the wobble or the unevenness. You can also, like if the wobble's really, really bad, you can use like a pusher and just take it over to your 1-ton arbor press and just kind of squeeze that wobble out. That works pretty good. So working between those 2 methods, I was usually able to kind of fix that unevenness. But make sure you anneal. You don't want to split the ring. Keep that cut edge nice and smooth. Keep the metal soft. For sure. Now, if there's anything else I can help you with, let me know. I think we've got it. I'll take a good look. It looks pretty good to me. I'll smooth that out with some 4-0 steel wool and check our size. It's really wild to watch how brass shines up. Like, watch, we got all this fire scale on the surface. We're gonna knock some of that off, and it's just gonna get really pretty really quick. It's a really nice gold tone to it. Very pretty. Is defacing American currency like this illegal? No, it is illegal to fraudulently deface currency. That would be like changing the denomination or changing the year on a coin. Any change that's like trying to trick somebody is illegal. But as far as making U.S. coins into jewelry, it's legal because there's no fraud. It's very similar to like a penny smashing machine, if you've ever used one of those. legally. Very similar. If you'd like to get one, you can visit coinringmaker.com. Right there. Use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10% off your order. Go get you a cool coin ring. They're all handmade to order here in the United States. And I've been doing this for about 5 years, so you know your coin ring's going to be looking good. Lots of experience. Oh, that's almost perfect. We're going to make it a little smaller. Wait, so close. Perfect. Perfect size 11. Let's go. All-Star Game Room. That's pretty cool looking ring. I like it. Band's a little thinner than my usual coin ring, but should polish up really nicely. I'm going to go ahead and make another one with the inside of this facing out. So I don't remember what side he wants facing out, so we'll just do it both ways. Yeah, it's pretty cute. No cash value center punch. I really like that. Looking good. We're going to clean up that inside edge right there. Make it nice and smooth. Excuse me. Goodness. It's no fun when you forget how to breathe right. This blade is cutting this brass perfect. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you're enjoying the live, tap the screen a couple times and hit that follow button. If you want to get yourself or a loved one a coin ring, I encourage you to visit coinringmaker.com. Thanks for watching. Much better. All right, let's go fold it. Side. Heck yeah. Well, this design's, yeah, this side's got a little more flair to it. Keep that cut edge smooth. And let's go ahead and anneal that real quick. And I'll sand the cut edge a little bit. Nice. Stretch it out. Perfect. A little past 11. Now we'll reduce it down and shape it. Pretty cool. Let's see, is there a lip? Yep. Excuse me. Now we're going to cut that inside lip away, right there. Yeah, it's looking good. Would help if I put the ring on the right spot. There we go. Well, thank you, Cat is Weird. I appreciate it. Awesome. We got it. Nice and smooth. Let's go. Now we just gotta check the size. Should be pretty close. And because the band is so thin on these, I feel like you could wear both of them on the same finger. And they would look pretty cool side by side. It's a little too small. I didn't see that coming. Perfect. Right at 11. Let's go. So, next step for these rings is to polish them up. Well, I'll sand the cut edge a little more, make that nice and shiny first. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you'd like to check out my website, it's coinringmaker.com. And if you want to see more coin ring making videos like this, hit the follow button. Thanks again for watching. Ooh, the pieces of 8, it's beautiful. It's really intricate design. I like that one a lot. It's very symmetrical. It looks really cool. Good old pirate coin ring. Solid choice. Well, if you do decide to pull the trigger on that, you can use the coupon code WELCOME when you check out, and that'll take 10% off for you. Yeah. Yeah, everybody I've made those for has really liked them. It's a winner. Alright, before we polish these up, we'll take a good look at how they look before they're shiny. Pretty cool little rings. These actually look really nice side by side. It's a cool contrast with the quarter and the brass. It's a look. It's a vibe. I can dig it. Let's make them shiny. I like to use Mother's Mag and aluminum polish. This is my favorite polish to make things nice and shiny. And it also removes a fire scale really well. Usually the fire scale on these copper clad quarters is pretty difficult to get rid of. But it just melts away with this Mother's polish. It's really pretty incredible stuff. And we'll just rub that thing clean for a minute. Shine it up real good. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Before you go, look how shiny this thing is. So shiny. This is my favorite part. Polishing. I love shiny stuff. Look at that. So shiny. Alright, we got one down, 2 to go. No, man, you're good. I took about a week off, so you didn't really miss anything. Yeah, I've been traveling. 1970, your birth year? Nice. Kismet. I was working on these cool brass tokens today, too. Here's one. What it looks like before it's a ring. And then we did one with one side out and one with the other side out. So I forgot to ask. So we'll just send 2 back. They look really good, though. I was a little worried about them. It's always a little daunting to work on something I've never worked on before. Does brass fold? It's very similar to copper. It's a little stiffer, especially if the coin is thick. But for like a smaller brass coin like this, it's really not too difficult. And it shines up so nice. Look at that. Just beautiful. There you go. Yeah, it's still pretty hot. I'm lucky my shop's inside the house. I got the AC blasted on me. If I had to work outside, I'd be sweating. For sure. What a cute little ring. All right, 2 down, 1 to go. 2 down, 1 to go. Like the way the little bumps show. Yeah, I think it's interesting how the other side is like super clean. Like it's just straight text, and then the inside's really intricate. Very, very different designs, head and tails. I like these little, I don't know, arrows. I'm not sure what you would call that, but it looks pretty nice. I like it. Picasso. I think my customer will be pleased. not every day I get to work on something new. So this one's fun. But yeah, brass cleans up really pretty. You can literally get brass to like a mirror finish, which is pretty cool. Well, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you've enjoyed this live, make sure to hit the follow button so you can catch me next time I go live. As always, it was a pleasure spending some time with you. And I hope the rest of your day is freaking awesome. Thanks for watching. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'll hit these with jewelry polishing cloth real quick, just to make them even shinier. These are my favorite jewelry polishing cloths, for anyone who's curious. They add just a bit more shine. Yeah, the shinier the rings get, the dirtier my fingers get. Look at that. Gorgeous gold tone. Really, really nice. So yeah, I haven't made a coin ring in like 5 days. It's a bit weird for me. I'm used to making these things every day. Longest break I've taken in a while. So I'm glad to be back at it. There's our 1970 quarter. Very nice. There's game side or game room side out. You can see my fingers in the reflection there. Very good. All star. Look at that. A little small for my finger, but how cool. I like it. Well, alright guys, that's all I had to work on as far as coin rings today. If you'd like to catch me next time I go live, hit that follow button. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Take one final look at these bad boys now that they're nice and shiny. Just gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful rings. Catch you guys next time. Peace.